Dubai, where ambition meets innovation and every skyline tells a success story. A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. I'm Ritwika Gupta and you're watching our exclusive series Eye on Dubai. Well, today I'm here at the Dubai AI campus, and as Dubai races to become a global fintech powerhouse, we are putting the spotlight on how Dubai is shaping the future of finance and investment. In the first segment, I'm in conversation with Mohammad Alblooshi, CEO, DIFC Innovation Hub, and in the second segment, we feature Amit Goenka, Chairman and Managing Director, Nissus Finance.
Dubai has emerged as a premier global financial hub, attracting significant foreign investment through its strategic location, business-friendly policies, and a strong regulatory framework. Located between the East and the West, Dubai serves as a strategic gateway for global financial inflows, connecting emerging markets with established economies. At the heart of this ecosystem is the Dubai International Financial Center, playing a vital role in advancing fintech innovation and promoting cross-border investment. We spoke with Mohammad Alblooshi, Chief Executive Officer of DIFC Innovation Hub, to explore how DIFC is shaping the future of finance and deepening India's engagement with Dubai's dynamic financial landscape.
Mr. Mohammad, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
It's a pleasure.
So I want to begin by asking you, how do you think DIFC's focus on innovation is contributing to Dubai solidifying its position as a global premier finance hub?
So we started our journey on fintech and innovation in 2017. We've had quite the journey. Today we are a portfolio of more than 1,200 fintech innovation and AI companies, and I think in around 2016-17 we started looking at financial innovation. The financial sector was being disrupted, and I think that's where we saw an opportunity. And DIFC was very well established as a financial hub for this part of the world, for the Middle East and North Africa markets. And I think it was quite obvious that we also have to play our role when it comes to financial innovation, attract the disruptors, attract fintech companies to Dubai and DIFC in particular that could pave the future of finance, and also help existing financial institutions innovate and be part of this, be part of the future. Because I usually say, yes, of course, we have fintech startups that are coming and disrupting financial services, and they would play a huge role in the financial landscape, but also how are we making sure that a traditional financial institution is also kind of coping up with all this innovation, coping up with all this change.
Right. DIFC is also seeing an increase in participation from Indian startups, Indian business firms, finance firms, right? So how do you view the India market, first of all? And what do you think makes DIFC an attractive platform for Indian enterprises?
India is a huge market for us. I think it has been since, of course, for the DIFC when it comes to traditional financial institutions, when it comes to family offices, but specifically when we look at innovation, fintech, AI companies, it's one of our major markets. I myself travel to India at least twice a year. Right. I work very closely with most of the hubs down there, and I think proximity between Dubai and India makes it very easy and I think attractive for Indian startups to look into Dubai and the Middle East from an expansion perspective. Yeah. And I think the culture, they resonate a lot with the culture. Yeah. But I think most importantly, the offering of Dubai and DIFC in particular, it's very attractive. The tax regimes are quite attractive. There's no restriction on foreign talent. There is no restriction on capital repatriation. And I think, and most importantly, Dubai's ability to attract talent. I think that is key. And we've seen a lot of startups choosing to set up shop in Dubai with us in particular, basically to be able to attract global talent.
Right. And just speaking of which, technology and innovation are at the core of DIFC's goals and mission. Tell me how you're supporting startups in particular and smaller businesses.
So, as mentioned, we started our journey in 2017, and we've learned over the past 7-8 years that startups, this sector or segment of clients requires much more hand-holding as opposed to the large corporates. We have accelerator programs which work very closely with startups, that handhold startups throughout the process. There's a mentoring mechanism for them. We also help them with investment. We connect them with investors, and we also help them guide them and nurture them through the regulatory process. We have our own regulatory sandbox that of course helps fintech companies to kind of cope up with the regulatory requirements, because I usually say, financial services is not as straightforward as one would expect, and I think especially when you're merging technology and financial services, we need to make sure that we play our role when it comes to educating startups and holding their hand and kind of supporting them. We also invest in startups. We have built an entire campus, dedicated campus for them. The FinTech Hive, which was our first initiative, was a FinTech accelerator, but I think a couple of years down the line, we realized that financial technology or startups requires a dedicated ecosystem. So we built an overall cluster just for startups, which is called the DIFC Innovation Hub, and today is home to more than 1,200 startups which are in the fintech and AI space.
Right. How do you see DIFC, playing a role in Dubai's, ambitious goal, to contribute to the Dubai economic agenda, the D33, which aims to, garner about $8.7 trillion in economic growth over the next decade?
So the DIFC in particular, it's an integral part of, let's say, the D33 agenda. I think one of the main goals is Dubai aspires to become one of the top 4 financial hubs globally, and I think the role that DIFC plays, and especially the role that DIFC Innovation Hub plays in terms of establishing Dubai's position as a fintech hub, as an innovation hub, as an AI hub, I think they're fully aligned, and it complements it. We just the Global Financial Centers Index report was out recently, and Dubai has been ranked 5th city globally when it comes to fintech companies. Right. So I think we take a lot of pride in that, and we've been working on that. And I think we want to make sure we come even. We hopefully at some point in time our ranking even improves further when it comes to fintech and as a financial center.
Nice. The Dubai AI campus has attracted over 120 companies within just 6 months of its launch. Tell me, how does AI, fintech, technology play a bigger role in your overall long-term growth strategy?
So I think if you look at finance, the lines are blurring. Technology is impacting each and every industry, and specifically financial services sector as well. So it's our job to make sure we keep an eye on what's coming, either it's blockchain or decentralized finance or digital assets or cryptocurrencies, and more specifically, I think artificial intelligence these days. I think being at the forefront of the technology and of course being an advocate of this technology, because as mentioned earlier, our job is to attract whoever is coming up with new solutions, but also at the same time educate the existing let's say ecosystem, traditional financial institutions, governments, about what this technology is and what it could mean for them, and how do we prepare ourselves for them. And hence we've launched the Dubai AI Campus, which is a dedicated ecosystem just for artificial intelligence companies. As a matter of fact, we're sitting in the AI Campus, which is mind-blowing, and we've got huge ambitions for artificial intelligence as well, and of course it cuts across sectors.
Fantastic. Now, as we are wrapping up this interview, tell us, what are the new developments that businesses and investors can look forward to from DIFC?
So in terms of developments, the financial center is growing significantly. Dubai is, of course, growing and attracting talent from all parts of the world. And to be able to cater to that demand, we are growing significantly. There's a lot of developments that we've announced recently. There's the DIFC Innovation 2 is being built and should be ready hopefully very soon. And then we've also announced DIFC Square and Immersive Tower. All of this is being built. The physical infrastructure is being built to cater to the growth of the DIFC. And at the same time, we continue our work when it comes to further enhancing the soft infrastructure, and for us to be able to be even more competitive, if that is the right word. But I think most importantly, ensuring that we're catering to the needs of our clients.
Sure.
What do they need? And I think especially in the tech space, I think as mentioned, we have to make sure we're always at the forefront. We look at the market trends, and then of course we pass on that feedback to our regulators, to our, of course, legal teams, so they can put in the right infrastructure that will help companies set up and scale from the IFC.
Fantastic. Well, it was lovely chatting with you. Thank you so much for being on Leaders of Tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.
It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.